So our next step, as we followed from the last time, is going to be to generate our databases. So we can come in here and do a Control A, Control C, close this. I use, as we've already discussed, SQLite Expert Professional for my SQL code that I use. We can paste this in here and create our table. The table's created. Now let's go ahead, and it just dawned on me, I skipped something on the SS tiles creation. This is a child class, okay? This is parent-child. I was just on autopilot. So we can save that. Now, goodness knows, we got to go back here. See, because now we're going to fill out this top bracket and say, okay, I got a child class, which I did not put a key into. Hold on. It's the beauty of ClassBuilder. As you realize you make mistakes, you can always go back and just fix them and regenerate code. So this will be sprite sheet ID, and he is going to be a foreign key to the table sprite sheet. All right, now I always put keys and then foreign keys and then fields. So he's a child collection. Now I can come up here to sprite sheet and say, okay, we are going to add a child collection, and we have SS tile is already selected. The name has been filled in here. This is a change from previous. The name really has to be SS tile, and it appends on collection for us. And we want to link SS tile sprite sheet ID field to the key field of sprite sheet. And that's all we have to do to link him in here. So now we can save. So now that doesn't change our database, believe it or not. That only changes our objects. So we will generate the SS tile, copy him, jump over to SQLite. We will paste this code in here. And now we have our table. And we are done with SQLite for a bit. So now, what I want to do is generate our child collection class. So this is our child collection class, and he's saved. And now I can generate the parent class. The parent class references the child class. So it's always best to build these in the reverse order, build the children, then link the parents in on top. That way when he references it, he's already there. Another thing to make a comment about is child collections. When you go to export the class for a child collection, and he is yet to be attached to a parent, you will get a pop-up message that says this guy has not been assigned to a parent. It'll go ahead and still export just fine, but know that you need to link that up and probably re-export. So now let's go ahead and export this guy. And this is sprite sheet, the table. And we can then do the same thing for the views. Let's go ahead and export him. And we will now close that and export sprite sheet. Okay. So there's all our code generation. That's probably 85% of our application. I haven't paid attention to the lines that we've generated. Probably 500 or 600, something to that effect. And now we will go over back to our project and we will bring all that code in. So we're here back at the project. We can open our folders here on the IDE. And let's go to our models. This is where our database classes are not. I wonder where they went. Well, goodness, they went to the wrong spot. Why would they have done that? This is an important lesson. Let's come back over here and say Tools, ClassBuilder. And I want to go to Configuration. And look, lo and behold, the configuration is on my structure. Remember, my structure is just a flat file. So we need to put him on advanced and say save. All right, now my options are I can re-export everything or I can just physically move everything, which is, well, I guess I can just re-export it. Doesn't really matter to me. So let's go ahead and export him. Export. And he's all happy. And we will export you and build you and export you and close and sprite sheet. Export you and export you. And we will export you and export you. Okay, so now we've regenerated all of our code. So let's come back and say project open folder. All right, so now we got a bunch of junk in our root project folder that we don't want. Well, we know what our names are. Grid type, sprite sheet, tile, category can go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and delete them. And I did forget to redo the types. So Tools, ClassBuilder, brings up our project. Jump over here to Types. Category, let's go ahead and export him. And close. And grid type, we can export you. Okay. And close. And so now, hopefully, everybody shows up where they're supposed to show up. So if we go to types, we have category and grid type. We can bring those two guys in. Add to project. Add to project. We can go to models. And we can, let's see, models, and bring in these two guys just like we built them. And add them to the project. Add to project. And add to project. And now let's go ahead and bring our views in. So now, let's see, go to views. We have views. Oops, and we have you and you. We'll load you up. And we add them into our project as well. Now our job is to, well, I always get to this point where I've brought a bunch of files in and I do a save all. Oh, and I think I did a save as. Crap. All right, so save all. and then I'm going to close and reopen my project. By doing that, he maps all of those files, so then I have my type ahead. So recent projects, we'll come in here and bring him in. Okay, so we have all of our stuff. It's still coming in. Not the fastest computer in the world, is it? Okay, so let's come back here, and we're gonna scroll to the top if it wakes up with me, and we can start adding in our stuff. So, whoops, INCLU. Oh, I should be doing an X include, right? So isn't that a X include? Is that right? Yes, I believe that is. Let's see. We will come over here and I guess we'll start with types. Types. And we will say category dot PBI and X include types, and we will have grid type. Did I get that? Nope, I didn't. TYPE. Is there an S? Nope. And PBI. And then let's go ahead and fix these. The difference, if you're unaware, X include is safer than include. Include will always include the file. If you accidentally put it in twice, guess what? You get two files. X include says only import one. I don't care if I've said to import it 25 times, only import once. So that's the difference between these two sentences here. So we have models and we have, I'm going to go ahead and say sprite sheet. Trying to think. Sprite sheet dot PBI, and then we will have, I always get it backwards which one needs to be first. I think the children need to be first. Let's go with that guess. SS tile. Okay, so we bring in tile, we bring in this, and then lastly we come along and say, let's bring in our views, X include, and then we can say views, and this is a FRM sprite sheet. And we have SS tile. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save stuff here.